Hello and hey, today we're going to mess around with golf with your friends. This time going to be the Ancient Classic tutorial on release day. There's a couple couple changes from the build, Experimental 9. We'll get over those in a second, but first we need to start off with hole number 1. Hole 1, we're going to aim at the center line and go just under 2.5 power. You see me go about the absolute most power you can go and still make it, so heads up on that. Hole 2, we're going to go about 8 tiles forward and 1 to the right, that dark tile down there. Go 2 and just about 4/5 power. We're going to end up in this thing. It is possible to come out of this, so just kind of play with your power a little bit if that happens to you. It's only happened to me out once, and I think that was in the experimental build 1, so I'm not sure if it even happens anymore, but be on the lookout for it. Hole 3, we're going to go right to the corner here and then take off just a little tiny power right here. On the very first shot, it's actually a different shot. You need to go full power at exactly that corner. And either of those will get you the hole in one, so do not worry. Hole 4, we're going to aim at this light block down here and wait till the lower log is out of our way. From here we'll roll back, and then the top log, we're going to wait for it to be coming up and towards us. And we're going to aim at that dark line on that thing next at eye level of the thing. So it's kind of a very specific thing there. If you need to, go ahead and look back at that shot. But if you end up where I do, that's exactly what you need to do. Hole 5, we're going to go off the right side of this G. At this exact power, we're going to jump once shortly, and then get a better jump to get the power and distance we need there. That's how I'm able to get down in that particular hole. Hole 6, there is possibly a hole in one here. I assume someone has already done it because of how close I've gotten. The safest sort of closest strat I found is the full power one, but there's been several numbers of 3 3/4 sort of area where I've gotten very, very close, and I feel like it's just that close. Hole 7, you need to be pretty careful. There are a number of invisible walls, but we go in between the G and this bar here, covering up most of the moss. At that exact pixel, you don't want to go left or right of that because you'll hit one of these invisible walls. Just a big heads up, but otherwise a very easy shot. Hole 8, we come over here to the second seam, and then about a half symbol right. We're going to bounce off the bar between Y and F there. That's how you know you got it, and it rolls right on in. Hole 9, I think go full power right about here. It's just going to kind of spit us out right here again. It's just not a big deal. We're going to go 2 and about 2/5. They did lower the front wall, it seems, so you would be able to get over this hump if you were more aggressive. However, I opted to play it safe, because the timing is very strict if you're going to try to get over this hump. And then again, I kind of line up with the flag just left of it. If I'm on the left, just right of it on the right. And go just over 3 power and launch off that back wall as you just saw. Hole 10, not going to lie to you, I kind of got just lucky here. I kind of just throwing full power shots over here. And I've done this multiple times, so there's no worries about that. You kind of roll up here and then go straight to the hole. You have to hit the hole, or otherwise you're going too fast and the bowl won't save you. So just be aware of that. Hole 10 is new and all that stuff. Hole 11, we're going to come to the bar next to the F from Golf With Your Friends on that first seam, basically. It'll come down and drop us here. It's another one of those holes where the first shot could be different. And the second shot is just right of a seam down there. We go 3 and about, I'd say 2/5 power. Right about a third maybe. And that's a very specific shot. Be careful on hole 11. Hole 12 is a little bit of educated guessing. You kind of just go anywhere around 3 and a little bit, and then your preference of shot, and you just kind of bounce around here until you get lucky, because you can't really save yourself without a jump or something like that. Hole 13, very specific shot. You need to just clear this front edge, bounce off, catch the speed boost as you're entering the chute, and then happen to be on the exact line of the hole. So you need to do all that stuff just to get enough power, and then you have to be at the exact right pixel to get that. So hole 14, we're going to aim just a tiny, tiny bit off that seam to the left. It'll roll down here, and we need a little bit of luck, although it is predetermined, but we need to get bounced off that claw/2 thing, and then kind of just roll just next to the bowl and get picked up for the quote-unquote hole in one. Hole 15, we're coming over here to the left. We're going to go about 3.5 power, I guess. As it's going down, you want to go off. As you see, I go a little early here. There is an issue with hole 15 and resettings. This is why I don't do it again, Because I was so far back, I went full power, but that was too much power as you're seeing now. And like I said, because I can't reset, I can't show that. But even if you go where I was, take a little bit off of full, and you should be just fine. Hole 16, we're going to aim for a crease that we can't quite see. I want to jump, or get right to the right side of that crease, not jump, go, more like it. And then just left of this crease right here, about 1 full bar, or symbol, or whatever you want to call these things. And it'll get us into the bowl. Again, about 5 to 10% of the time that doesn't work. Just the combination of your shots will kind of pull that off, but be aware of that. Hole 17, I wish I knew the key to getting into the hole-in-one here. It feels like much like luck, sort of like hole 10 or hole 12 sort of levels. You do see me go in here, sorry for the spoilers, but I don't know, you need more speed on this last little bit, which you can't really influence, to bounce off that wall far enough to catch the cup. I don't really understand it. Maybe someone else out there does, but it just seems like such a lucky sort of shot right now. And hole 18, I like to go about 2 3/5. It'll go down here, it'll bounce us on this side, and if you're on the right side, it actually is a little bit easier than if you're on the left side. So I got a little lucky here. We're going to go full power, though. It's hard to get over here. It's a very specific shot. Right there. If you're in my exact spot, you can end up right here. So 3s will actually kind of be hard to come by unless you have your shots like pixel perfect down. And if you're at the base of the hill, you go just under 3. And most of the time, like literally just barely a majority, you will go into the hole for the eagle. This is a very tough new course. I think that is about 27, so like 26 under with the shots that I've shown, and that was a good 11 hole-in-ones, with number 6 being just right there and frustratingly close. But yeah, I don't know if this course is finished yet, so I'm a little hesitant to put this video out. However, they said they're done for now, and I think it's stable, so that's good. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Be safe, guys.